So, Spider-Man No Way Home has officially crossed the $1 billion mark, making it Sony's most profitable, second most profitable movie of all time. I was looking at this list. Check this out. This is the numbers on the top Sony movies of all time. And look at this. Out of the top 15, look how many movies are Spider-Man related for them. Do you think that they're ever going to give this character back to Marvel for the movie rights? Sony owns the rights to the movies, nothing else. But it would seem if they need to make some money, all they need to do is make a Spider-Man movie. Even Venom is in there. I would still associate that with Spider-Man as a Spider-Man property. So look at this. This is pretty crazy. It seems like if they want to make money, they just need to make Spider-Man, James Bond, or a Jumanji movie. They seem to be making a lot of money there. But this is pretty crazy. Far From Home, I think it will for sure beat this box office. This is going to become Sony's most profitable movie ever. It's going to take number one in time. The sky's the limit for this movie, to be honest. I also want to touch on The Matrix, which had a very embarrassing opening weekend. It made $69.8 million, which is pretty pathetic for the once great franchise, in my opinion. Pretty awful opening weekend for Matrix 4. And it deserves it. It's a shitty movie. Never needed to be made. It really added nothing other than saying, hey, do you remember the first Matrix? It's a pretty good movie. Well, now we're making this, and we'll just remind you of The Matrix 1 the entire time with footage from the movie. It's an awful movie. Deserves what it got. Got beat by Sing 2 and Spider-Man, which is pretty funny, at least in my opinion. So, pretty good box office, though, in total for theaters. We'll see what happens, but I'm hoping that theaters don't go away because I do like going to the movies. So this is encouraging for the theater market. But what I found funny was this article from CNN. CNN baffled to why this movie made $1 billion when they put out nonstop fear porn pretty much 24/7, nonstop. It's always gloomy and dangerous to step outside. According to CNN, you could possibly die on your way to the mailbox if you were to listen to CNN. I also like how they have this. Well, I guess this is going to another article, but this is not the theater I sat in. First off, nobody was covering anything in the movie I was at, and every seat was full. It's pretty amazing, and I think it's a sign that people want to get back to normal and have their lives back and to be entertained. That's one thing that Spider-Man No Way Home did. It entertained, and I think a lot of people are looking for that. And I think as the positive word of mouth for this movie spreads, you're going to see more and more people go see this movie. I think this movie is going to have legs. It will probably make money for the next couple of weeks because people want to see the movie again. And I think people just want to have some fun and forget about the problems in their lives, which is the point of escapism. And it's one of the reasons why I like to say, go see this movie and promote movies like it, because that will get us more movies like this instead of having a bunch of garbage politics shoved in our faces, which this movie has none of, by the way. Lots of good movies this year. Like I've said before, Kong vs. Godzilla, Fast 9. You've also had Spider-Man, right? And Nobody, The Suicide Squad, Venom 2, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Movies that just want to entertain and have no political messaging in them, at least messaging that is going to tell you you're a piece of shit or that you need to do better or some way. They just wanted to entertain and tell a good story, and I very much appreciate that. And it really makes me wonder what 2022 is going to bring as far as entertainment. But this was funny to me. CNN just can't wrap their mind around this. Can't understand it. No Way Home notched a record-breaking opening weekend at the box office last weekend when it brought in $260 million. That was the second largest domestic opening of all time. That opening was also the best ever for each of the month of best for each of the month of December. The Spider-Man franchise and Sony Pictures. What this represents is quite mind-boggling, says Paul, what's his name, senior media analyst at ComScore, and he told this to CNN Business. These numbers would be very impressive in the pre-pandemic era, but for Spider-Man No Way Home to sprint to $1 billion in this marketplace is really hard to wrap your mind around it. Yeah, when all you do is push out fear porn all day and expect people to eat that shit up, I am not shocked that they're surprised that this movie did well. I think people just want to get back on with their lives and are tired of being told they're going to die as soon as they leave the house. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.